Hello my lovely crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make these really pretty origami dresses that I have attached a hidden paper clip to. So you start with a square of paper. This is slightly thicker than origami paper. It's just from one of the scrapbooking pads. And I have chosen this paper just because I really like the print, but it does mean I'm going to have to make sure the dress is the right way up. So you start by folding it in half, open it out, and then you're going to do a cupboard fold by folding the edges into the fold of the middle. So we'll do that on this side. Once you've made the cupboard fold, you are then going to open it out and turn your page over. Now you're going to take this fold and fold it to meet the fold in the middle. You'll end up creating a little bit like a concertina. Okay, just pressing it down, and then you're going to do the same the other side, taking that fold and folding it into the middle. This will create the pleats on the dress, and just pressing it down, and then having wrong side facing you, making sure that the print is up the right way. I'm going to fold it up, leaving about a centimetre space at the top. I'm just going to press that down. And then I'm going to fold that down about a centimetre of fold. That's going to create the waistband. And then when I flip it over, you'll see we have a shorter section at the top and a longer section at the bottom. So I'm just going to open up and do a fold on the corners, the inside corners at the top, taking them right to the edge, and fold on this inside corner at the top, trying to get them even, and then flip your paper over, and I'm gently going to tease that down so that the folds you've just made open up on the back of your piece. And you could just pop a little bit of glue here under the flat tab, because you're not going to do much else with that. Now, using the skirt, I'm going to open it up, gently open it up, so that first you'll see I've folded it out, so the first fold makes a point, and then using the fold that was already there, I'm just going to do a very narrow fold back on itself. This is just going to create the pleats in the dress, in the skirt section. Okay, and then we'll do that on the other side. So holding it at the top, just going to fold it out. So we've opened up the whole of that front part, and it's right to the edge of the initial fold, and then using that fold to fold it back on itself and just create another pleat. It's a little bit fiddly. You don't have to do this second pleat if you don't want to. You can completely omit this part if you're finding that too fiddly, but I just like the second pleat. It just gives it another depth. Okay, you can see. And then I'm going to fold the top part back on itself, so lining up with the edge of the top. Okay, we're just going to press that down, and then using that kind of cornery bit, we're going to fold the edge of the skirt down into a point. Okay, this bit takes a little bit of patience because it doesn't always fold into the point, but once you get it, yeah, it makes sense once you're there. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. You'll see I've folded that back along, and then just fold it down into the point. and then just creasing that fold. And you'll see when I've creased that, it's missed the point. So I'm just going to tease it back into a point. Unfortunately, this is the back side, and I'm just going to make sure it's teased along. Okay, so when you turn it over, then you've got the basic of your skirt and you've got your dress. So we're just going to fold back these bits to create the cap sleeves on the dress. So just folding them back on themselves. And there we've got our pretty little dress. So I'm just going to glue down some of the bits, not all of them, just some of them, just to keep it a little bit more sturdy. And as I said, you don't have to have that second fold. The cap sleeves, you could leave a little bit at the top, so it's like a flat bit for the shoulders. But you can see it's really quite cute. And then I'm just going to grab my hidden paper clips. I want quite a small one. And I'm going to glue this onto the back, and then these make great little additions to your journals or cards. You don't have to put the hidden paper clip on the back. You could use it on a card you're making. You can decorate it with a bit of ribbon, a bit of lace, maybe put some paper flowers on it if you need to. I quite like it simply as it is. And so just fixing that onto the back. Once you start making these, it's quite addictive. As you saw right at the beginning, I made quite a few. So I'm going to grab my diary and I'm just going to clip it on the front. So thanks for watching. Enjoy making your own paper dresses.